Hello there YouTubers, welcome back to my channel, Workshop Fun. I just thought I'd post an update about what I've been up to with my heavy duty vice stand. It's been a couple of weeks now since I put my last video up, and a few things changed. Originally I was going to use the original holder for the motor. I'm trying to find the original holder. Here we go. This is the original motor holder. I changed my mind on that. I didn't particularly like it. It sort of looked, wow, it looks what it looks like, rubbish. So didn't go with that in the end. I ended up making my own motor holder, and this is it here. It's much nicer. It bolts on in 4 areas, and I ended up changing my mind about what motor I was going to use too, or actually I had my mind changed for me. This was the motor that was intended for using on the stand. It came with the stand, and I wanted to use that to power the grinding wheel, but I cleaned it up a bit and put it on the stand just as a mock-up and turned it on, and it didn't want to start under load, and I'm not quite sure why, and I couldn't really be bothered trying to find out why, because I had my other motor lying around, excuse me, so I ended up chucking the other motor on, which is this one here. It's a Metropolitan Vicar, I believe. It's either a Metropolitan Vicar or Victor, I'm not sure, but it's a half horse as well, and as you can see, it looks pretty good on the stand. So this is the old motor holder, which is no longer being used. So what I've done is I bought this stand. It was just a stand, but I got it for a bargain. I got it off Facebook Marketplace, and it had that half horse motor with it, the one that ain't working, and really I can't complain because the price that I paid for the stand, yeah, I really don't have any right to complain. It was an awesome deal. Now the stand, I believe, is built out of 12mm thick plate steel, as I said in my last video, so extremely strong, and I think it was originally made for in a cow shed, and it used to hold a big polishing wheel on it for something in there. I'm not too sure what it was, but that's what it seemed to be used for. Anyway, so I've now fitted my big vice onto it, because I always wanted a decent vice stand, and I also had this grinding wheel given to me by a friend of mine, and I just ended up welding it straight onto the stand. This little shelf type thing coming off the stand was already there, so it was like it was made for a grinding wheel there anyway. So that will be probably related to the polishing wheel that it had on it. So anyway, I welded this grinding wheel onto it, because as far as I can tell, there's no need for this to come off again, because to service this thing, you undo the wheel, and it looks as though this shaft slides out, and then you can get the bearings and all that out through there. So I didn't want to bother having it bolted on there. I thought it was easier just to weld it on there and make it a part of the stand. So that's all done, and it looks really good with the rest of the stand. It just looks like it was meant to be there. And what I've been working at for the last couple of weeks here is fitting this motor and making the new motor holder, which is really robust and heavy, but also I sort of tried to give it a bit of flair by designing it so it's sort of shaped with this stand, like with this bit That's where I got the inspiration for this, on either side. And that's all made out of 3mm thick angle iron, and then it's all been painted the same black, hammered black. I completely blacked out the motor as well, because there's no real point in having the motor any colours and all, like any bright colours, when grinding dust is going to get onto it and other bits. So all that I have left to do now is I've bought a nice old vintage on and off switch, so I have to secure that onto the stand somewhere. I may secure it here. That will be for the grinding wheel, of course. Needs to be somewhere out of the way where it's not going to get hurt, so yeah, I may make up some bracket off these 2 bolts here. That'll be quite good. And also I really could do to build a belt guard to cover that belt up so nobody hurts themselves on it. So those are the next couple of things to do. And there is one other thing, and that's build a tool rest. It's already got bolt holes here, so I will build a tool rest and make it so I can grind my tools off that quite easily. But I have tested it all out, and it all is up and running nicely, and it's been largely a successful job. Bit of hard work, but I'm very proud of it. I'll come back here again. So that's it there. Really looks quite nice now, and it's a really nice centerpiece, and I can really get at that vise and the anvil on the back of it very easily now. I would say now that the weight would be probably at a guess about 140 kgs. I'm not sure what that is in pounds. If you're in the US, you'll just have to Google that, but yeah, my guess is about 140 kgs. Okay then, thank you very much for watching. If you've liked this video, please hit the like, and if you wish to, please subscribe.